Hello gamers, and welcome to the second Polytopia World Championship qualifier wrap-up video. For the last 4 weeks, hundreds of participants have been battling it out on the digital field of war, trying to become one of the lucky few who will make it all the way through to the World Championship. Each weekend, 4 tribes compete simultaneously in a mirror matchup to guarantee that each tribe is represented by the best player possible. Let's start with the Hoodrick tribe. After hundreds of games, the finals resulted in a matchup between Thetat and Seleniak 2 for the Hoodrick title. In game 1, Seleniak is slow to pick up his first cities after using a lighthouse opening to upgrade his capital on turn 0, leaving Thetat with the better economy. Although this opening allows Seleniak to pick up techs cheaply and get an early giant, without supporting units and against Thetat's archers, it is unable to turn the tide, and so Seleniak resigns, giving Thetat the lead early on. In game 2, Seleniak repeats the opening and has more success with it this time. His early giants are able to pressure Thetat a lot, but Thetat successfully defends in time with a giant push to save a siege city, as well as his catapults. Thetat slowly pushes his catapults forwards to force Seleniak's giants back, and with no way to defend, Seleniak resigns yet again. Thetat wins 2-0 to become the Hoodrick champion. Let's move on to the Oumaji tribe. In the finals, we saw Dreamlander 3000 versus Rats 3 Carl. In game 1, Dreamlander has better access to resources, which over the course of the game means he can upgrade his cities more, leading to both a giant and economic advantage. However, in game 2, it was a different story. Rats gets on the water first and successfully stops Dreamlander from being able to establish any navy whatsoever. Then, with that superior navy and with some help from cloaks, Rats is able to take the win going into the third game. Finally, in game 3, Dreamlander is able to capture one of Rats' cities early, leaving Dreamlander with a large city advantage of 6 cities against Rats' 3. Rats does try to recover by taking control of the ocean, but with Dreamlander's superior economy stemming from the advantage of the cities, Rats does not see a route to winning and thus resigns. Dreamlander wins 2-1 against Rats to become the Oumaji champion. Now let's focus on the Quetzali tribe. Here we saw Nanobot going up against PewQ. In game 1, Nanobot's first 2 cities only need hunting and organization to level up to level 3. This gives a strong early game economy. This in turn allows Nanobot to pick up riders and apply more pressure to PewQ. With Nanobots having better units, better economy, and blocking PewQ from the rest of the map, PewQ decides the game is unwinnable and resigns early, making this our shortest game yet. In game 2, Nanobot has lots of mines and so goes Smithery and uses a forge to quickly get a giant. However, PewQ has archers and so is able to hold back the giants. PewQ picks up the remaining 2 cities on the map, securing the city advantage. Then PewQ played passively, getting walls and giants to stop all of Nanobot's offensives, using the city advantage to win in the long run. With PewQ also having a better navy, Nanobot is unable to make any progress and thus resigns. But luckily for Nanobot, things are not yet said and done, because it's all down to game 3. However, none of PewQ's cities have any water access in this game, which gives Nanobot complete free reign of the water. Nanobot uses this advantage to get bombers without needing to worry about PewQ attacking them. PewQ doesn't have full vision on the ocean, and so even catapults can't attack the bombers. And with this naval advantage, Nanobot is able to whittle down any units that get near the coast, eventually leading to Nanobot winning. Nanobot wins 2-1 against PewQ to become the Quetzali champion. Now let's shift our focus to the final tribe, Yadakk. After a plethora of battles in this bracket, it comes down to just 2 players, Mixu and Astrea. In game 1, Astrea picks up a city with 5 farms and so can easily make 2 giants. But Mixu is able to quickly expand and slow down Astrea with ride-arounds, leading to Mixu getting a city advantage. Astrea's giants aren't fast enough to take any cities before Mixu makes his own, and with Mixu having access to water and a far superior unit count, Astrea is unable to defend and thus resigns. And that in turn puts Mixu in a very good position going into game 2. Game 2 was a complicated affair. I would highly recommend watching the entire replay. These 2 go back and forth. However, in summary, Astrea ended up winning by being more efficient with unit trades, such that over the course of the game, Mixu did not have enough units to defend his cities. So Astrea did very well to regain a point in the matchup. That takes us to game 3. Mixu did end up with access with more cities, leading to a 6 versus 4 city advantage. Mixu defends this advantage over the course of the game, and Astrea is unable to overcome this and then resigns, meaning that Mixu wins 2-1 against Astrea to become the Yadakk champion. After this round of qualifiers, we have the following 4 players making it through to the playoffs in November. For the Hoodrick tribe, Thetat. For the Oumaji tribe, Dreamlander 3000. For the Quetzali tribe, Nanobot, and for the Yadakk tribe, Mixu. Congratulations to these players, and if you want to know more about the Polytopia World Championship, then make sure to head over to polytopia.io/world-championship. And I'll be seeing you very, very soon.